In the silent void of space, aboard a stolen science vessel called Solace, drifted the last known human in the galaxy, Dr. Elias Vorn, age 27. Once a renowned quantum physicist on Earth, Elias had devoted his life to understanding the universe. Now he floated through it as a fugitive, his homeworld obliterated by the Galactic Imperium. Earth had been deemed too volatile, too unpredictable. In a single act of fear-driven tyranny, the Imperium erased the cradle of humanity from existence. Elias had only survived by chance, conducting research aboard the orbital lab Helios when the purge occurred. Now he was not just alone. He was a ghost with a pulse. For 3 years, Elias evaded the Imperium's elite kill squads. Using his vast scientific knowledge, he upgraded Solace, modified cloaking devices, and created systems so advanced they baffled even Imperium tech. But he wasn't just running, he was building something. A message, a way to tell the galaxy what had been lost. His dream was to send out Earth's essence, its history, cultures, languages, and stories, to awaken empathy in a universe that had forgotten the value of its diversity. Then came the attack. A Zenthari hunter squad breached his cloaking field and tore through his defenses. Elias fought back with non-lethal tech, disabling intruders while minimizing damage, but Solace took a brutal hit. He crouched in the engine bay, trembling, trying to hold on to his pacifist beliefs. He had never fired a blaster in anger. How could a scientist stand against engineered warriors bred for extinction? Doubt flooded his mind. "You're a scientist," he whispered, "not a savior." But then he heard Solace's AI, his only companion, stutter, its voice breaking as systems failed. "Elias, system integrity at 23%. It sounded almost human. That moment sparked something in him. He realized he wasn't just a survivor, he was the last Terran. And if he didn't act now, humanity would vanish without a trace. In Solace's archives, Elias had preserved the wisdom of Earth's greatest minds, recordings of Hawking, Curie, Mandela, and Sagan. One simulation, based on his late mother, Dr. Elias Vorn, became his mentor and compass. "Eli," her voice echoed, calm and warm, "the universe doesn't need another weapon. It needs a reason to stop building them." Elias clenched his jaw. "You think I can change them?" Her answer came gently. "You already have. They fear you, not because you can kill, but because you won't." Elias made his decision. He would no longer hide. Instead, he plotted a course for the core citadel, the very heart of the Imperium's communication network. If he could reach the galactic nexus, he could inject Earth's message into every terminal, every brain link, every broadcast system across the stars. Let them see what they tried to erase. Let them feel it. As Solace hurtled through deep space, Zenthari ships pursued. Along the way, Elias faced countless trials. Storms of magnetic anomalies, system malfunctions, sabotage from an old security drone. But he also found unexpected allies. Rogue AIs that once served humans answered his signal. Ancient Earth-made satellites, forgotten relics, reawakened and joined his mission. These ghosts of Earth formed a small fleet, spreading the word. The Last Terran lives. Hope began to stir in the galaxy's dark corners. Oppressed species whispered Elias's name. Some even began to resist the Imperium's grip. The legend was spreading faster than the Empire could suppress it. As Solace neared the core citadel, Elias received a direct transmission from the Imperium Overmind. It offered a deal. Surrender and live as a relic in a museum, a living exhibit of a dead race. "Let your story be curated," the Overmind offered. Elias nearly wavered, but he remembered his mother's words. He didn't want a monument, he wanted a future. He refused. The final battle began. Zenthari ships opened fire. Solace was overwhelmed, its hull breached, Elias injured. He dragged himself through flickering corridors to the core transmitter, blood staining his lab coat. Systems were crashing, fires burned behind him. But with a final burst of strength, Elias activated the sequence. The message launched. Across the galaxy, screens blinked to life. Holograms unfolded, images of Earth's mountains, oceans, cities, children laughing, music playing, scientists discovering, lovers embracing, soldiers dying for peace. Humanity, imperfect, passionate, brilliant, streamed across stars, and at the end of it, Elias's face appeared. His voice was steady, resolute. "You tried to end us, but you cannot delete meaning." A hush fell across the stars. Then, astonishingly, Zenthari warships stopped firing. One by one, they powered down. Across Imperium territories, resistance movements rose. Species long silent found strength in Earth's legacy. They saw Elias and realized he wasn't unique. He was a reflection of them. Elias survived, barely. He was taken to a neutral medical station, treated by former enemies now inspired by his stand. The Imperium, fractured by internal rebellion and shame, began to collapse under its own weight. Councils formed. Truth commissions opened. Across the galaxy, humanity's name was no longer cursed. It was revered. Elias emerged not as a warrior, but as a symbol. The last of Earth had become the beginning of something new, a shared identity that transcended species. A Terran spirit of curiosity, defiance, and compassion. Peace followed. Slow, imperfect, but real. Years later, aboard a new vessel of peace and exploration, Elias stood beside diplomats, scientists, and children of every race. He gazed into the stars and spoke softly. "We are all Terrans now, born from dust, bound by wonder." And so, the last human became the first of something greater. Not the end, but the beginning.